I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America,
of
America,
and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation,
under God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with liberty
and justice for all.
So a lot of people don't understand what it takes to go from being a military member and then back to being a civilian. It's actually the most difficult thing that I've ever had to do. You know, like my husband, he's only been out for a year, and I've been out for about 8 years, but we're still in the same amount of stress and fear and feeling detached from everything we've ever known and not having the resources that we used to have. So I started going to the College of St. Rose in Albany and got connected with the veterans group there, the Veterans Center, and the guy that was running it at the time had positive things to say about the Veterans Miracle Center and was trying to push us all to at least go and look at it. And then finally he's like, Jamie, will you just please make an appointment? So I did. From the moment that we showed up there and met the most wonderful, kind people in the world, it was like we were back at the military again. And we had that connection again, and we had that support again. And it wasn't a handout. It was of course, we're gonna give you this.
So how it came to be, we met Jamie and John through our connection with St. Rose. So Marty, who's the veteran counselor at St. Rose, he runs their program. He called us and he said, Mel, I have a great pair of veterans. It's a husband and a wife team, and they have 5 children. And I thought, 5 kids, this is going to be crazy. He said, they'd like to come in, they just need a few things. Can you help them? We said, yeah, come on in.
When veterans come into this store, number one, the first thing that they receive is love and appreciation. That's the most important thing that they get because we're so grateful for, the reality is we wouldn't be here without them. So we're very grateful to our men and women who serve us in the military. And so first is love, second is appreciation, and thirdly is meeting their needs. We're trying to meet them right where they're at. We try to meet them body, soul, and spirit.
Well, it was a very welcoming and accessible place. The whole atmosphere it felt like home. The people there were just like, hi, yes, let us help you. And once we got over our resistance to asking for help, they made things so easy for us.
They take the carts and they say, here's your shopping cart, go shopping. Go shopping. A lot of the looks on some of the faces are just too funny. Because it's like they'll look at something and they kind of look over, they look back, they look over like, is it okay for me to take this?
So all 5 kids walk in the door. They didn't believe Mom and Dad that there wasn't a cash register. They wouldn't have to pay for anything, that we were here to give them whatever they needed. So each one of the kids got a shopping cart, and this was really funny. They almost looked like they were off to the races. So they started for a moment with the cart, and then they stopped because they couldn't believe it. And they kept saying, what do you mean I can just grab what we need? And I don't have to give you any money. What about our allowance? What about money? I said, it doesn't cost you anything. This is because Mommy and Daddy served.
Well, the Veterans Miracle Center is, we're told, it's the first one in the nation like it. It is a full-blown retail-type store, and everything in this store is brand new, and it's all free, just for our veterans. We are so thankful for our veterans. We call them our heroes. And so this store was set up specifically for veterans who are in need. They are hurting, they are homeless. People don't realize that just in Albany, there's 2,000 veterans that are homeless, just in Albany. I'm not talking about Schenectady or Troy, I'm just talking about Albany. And since we've opened, now, actually when everyone is watching this, it's exactly 2 years. We have seen over 3,200 veterans that come through our doors. And it has been such an honor and such a privilege to be able to be there for them and help them and make their lives easier and lift that burden off of them.
The most important thing is to get the veteran in here to see what we do. Once they come in to see what we do, their eyes are open. Now I understand. Now I know that as a veteran, I have access to the Veterans Miracle Center. They can help me with anything that I have need of.
Before we left the Veterans Miracle Center, we couldn't even barely fit ourselves in the car. It was just jammed. Everyone got shoes and clothes, and we had oh my gosh, the food, so much food.
Where does all of this come from? Well, about 50% of it is donated. The other 50% we buy. I buy at wholesale. I purchase it outright to fill the store up. We know the needs now. We've been here, like I said, 2 years. We know the needs of the veterans. We know exactly what the greatest needs are. And a lot of stuff in the store you don't really see in the store because it's in the back, and that's beds, brand new beds, furniture, things like that we can't fit in the store. As I walk around here and I look and I just see God's hand on this and how He wants to bless the veterans, and that's why we're here. As we're walking around and looking at everything that's here, you'll see with your own eyes what the provision is for them.
It is there to make you feel like people still care about what you've done for everyone. They made me feel like my time and attention was so important to them that they planned ahead for my visit and then stuck to me like glue to make sure that I wasn't just alone and trying to figure out this whole warehouse and what I needed. They were just like going down the list, working with me one-on-one, constantly at my side, just to make sure that we hit all the check marks in the box and even then more.
The name Veterans Miracle Center.
Well,
right
I
here.
wanted it to be miracles for them.
Yeah.
I love miracles, and what better than for our veterans?
Oh, absolutely.
There's a reason it's called a miracle center, because they do work miracles.
It's like Christmas. It's like Christmas morning. It's just,
I can't stress how much they've helped us. Thank you, Veterans Miracle Center.